afternoon, evening, whatever it is for you. Welcome to another Ego Dracula 2024 match. Today, I am playing as Dracula in the semi-finals against Scotsword. Let's see what he's going with his traditional Scotsword setup. Where should I begin with this sort of hand? With this kind of hand, where shall I begin? Now, Scotsword and I have played quite a lot, so he will expect a central start, more likely than not. One thing that I don't do all too often, we will actually go with an Amsterdam start. Well, The sand is certainly not good enough for an England start, so I'm not going with that. Let's go with... As this is the semi-finals, I definitely must choose each move carefully. So I should likely be playing slower than normal. I think that we shall go with we'll actually start. We'll have a. It is rare that I go with an Eastern start. And Mina almost never tick. No. We'll just go with... It's typical. It's rather typical, and you may well find me with scouts, but... We'll actually start to loosen... We'll actually put our first encounter at Marseille. That is something a little unusual. For a central start. Then possibly a wolf form. Yep, the week one supply train is beginning. So, anyone who has been following our community for, oh, just as well I didn't go for that Amsterdam start. Eula presents, okay. Do I go down to Spain instead then? Play Ring Around the Seward? I think. Potentially, I suppose. We'll lay the first one at Marseille, and then we'll wolf form. Go with bodyguards first. Then we can do a lot of that. Then we can do a lot of different things. Even without a wolf form, there will be plenty of mystery as to where I've been, as to where I go next. with there being 6 options out of Marseille. I think I had best avoid Geneva and Zurich, for at least at first, as I use those rather frequently. So for that reason, perhaps I wolf form now. Even without a wolf form, I have plenty of directions I can go. But the thing is, all of those locations, at least almost all of them, are like in the Dracula highway, and therefore he will likely check them. We'll go to Paris next. Oh, I forgot to misdirect first. I hope that doesn't but then again, I'm playing in the mode where I don't especially mind if it does. If it Yeah, I'm just laying down all my best stuff. Best things first. Okay. Whoops. Forgot. Oh shoot. Misdirect. Oops, forgot to misdirect. I think that the next time he gets the scouts, if he does... Oh, is that the newspaper to punish me for being to misdirect? If that was a newspaper that he has decided to keep it for the dawn dusk effect. A knife, not unusual with Mina, and charred carriage. Okay. Good to know about those mobility items. Items and events. So, this means that Mina could go deal with the bodyguards on her own, if he so desired. But we'll see. Showing a horse now? Okay. So Gladami has a knife now. Although chances are Mina has one too. So it didn't cost me. Two more pistols? That's almost all the pistols in the discard. So where now? Okay. Will he search with her? He's thinking about how to use her. Does he equip her to help him with early combats? Hi there. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, that's why typically I pointedly avoid Strasbourg, but Rufus, okay, so that... I'm guessing he's gonna check Nuremberg? Like, for a place for me to come from? Either that or Frankfurt? So this is... definitely not exactly pleasant, but... Oh, he's going to... He has... Now that he knows where I am, it may... Or at least... Oh, Jonathan Archer? Gracious. It's just Ally Day, huh? Lol. So this is... Okay, checking Nantes. Yeah, the thing is that being at Strasbourg doesn't tell him too much about where I was before that. It tells him I was in the east, sure, but... I think I'll go ahead and just lay down some aristocratics, mayhaps, in the next couple slots. Oh no, bodyguards is still better. I'm gonna scan, and possibly gonna scan NV Germany. See, get more information about where I am now. Okay, he's going to find that I was at Paris. Yeah, he is closing in. After a few more days on land, yeah, the real question is how well equipped is he? Scouts, okay, so he can now quite possibly flip my current location and try to guess where I wolf-horned to Paris. Wolf-horned from landing at Paris. Nuremberg and Zurich. Trying to guess where I was now. I see. Well then. Possible that I should go down into Spain. Circle around Seward. Hugging the coast. Thing is, that's probably what he would... Once he finds Brussels, that's probably what he would expect me to do. And it'll only be a few more days. Since I used Wolfhorn so early, it won't be too long before I find before I get it back. I'll go to Cologne and lay down some walls. Fog, huh? Alright. He does still have to worry about where about my previous trail. Okay, so now he will be faced with a certain amount of quandary. He knows that I didn't go like the most direct ways east, but I have been known to just go big loop-de-loos. He knows that Mina can just charter a carriage down there, and yet Seward could just spend a ticket and get there without an event. And yet, is he gonna play aggressive hunters here? Possibly. He try to possibly try to go with some. Since he equipped Rufus and not Aggie, I can still escape his bat early in a fight if he or at least relatively early in a fight if he tries to pick one. Yeah, so who will he send to Marseille? Oh, slow horse. Yeah, he's positioning Goldawing so that he can get there next turn. Paris, of course, is the next location. So I suppose that means I shall go to Leipzig next. That would have been nice with Seward, wouldn't it? Alright, Mina's moving. Question is where? Milan. Okay. Staking, okay, against a spy. Fortunately, that has no effect. Yeah, it is a shame that these bodyguards won't get to mature, but at least he's spending time and giving me information about what he has while dealing with them. We shall go to Leipzig next and lay down a mob hoax. Go ahead, search if you like. Oh, he's going down. Now that's interesting. Is he wanting to scan France, perhaps? Yeah, after all, if I'm hugging the coast, as one of the possibilities suggests, then I'll still be in France. Yeah, I think that's what he's up to. He wants to scan France, see if I'm still there or not. Ooh, showing me a horse and riding a turn long night. Okay, so yeah, he doesn't have any events worth hiding, but at least I have it. But at least I have it made it so he has no tickets, and that may mess with his horse economy at least a little. He has learned in past games that he simply can't afford to go with. Okay, lair, stuff one of the aristocratics in there, get better stuff. We'll, let's see if we can catch Guldam in a surprise fight. Then I can bat, and then following that I can wolf. Yeah, it would take a renewed vigor, a sense of emergency for them to get here. Or Mina's charred carriage. So Mina would be able to join us, so therefore I'll place down the fog as a just in case. Yeah, so he had nothing worth hiding. But note to self, they can summon Aggie back if they want to. Nope. You searched there with scouts, don't you recall? I suppose I'll go ahead and hide here, make it so as to try to not waste the fog. I could attempt to play Spencer style. Put the wolves and ooh, do I still want to hide despite that? So, let's see if we get something better to throw down. We'll put the rats there. A saboteur. So if I don't wolf form or hide, I have to... It would mean that I would have to wolf form. But wolf form options aren't exactly great from here. And I could go to Prague, but that would be a rather daring thing to do. I could wolf form right next to them. I could wolf form into a port. I think I want things to shift around a little bit more first. Despite the fact, if he does wax cylinders, he'll do it by night. So, in addition to the fog, which will hopefully mean that I get Guldam in a one-on-one, I'll also lay down a wolves, I suppose. Reckless? Okay. Starting to get the better stuff, I see. once they've moved a little, I may be able to get a better wolf form. Horse, knife, and host on him. Fast horse with a 2. Will he jump over me? Oh, he's checking it. If I went Cologne, basically he was checking what the circumstance in that at which I did not loop back. So now he knows that's the first location on the trail, after Strasbourg, is Brussels. Well, I suppose Frankfurt is an option as well, but I would not mind entertaining Mina if she wants to char carriage her way onto me. It would be my pleasure. Come to me. Going to Strasbourg. So now that Seward is a bit more out of the way, I feel a bit more comfortable wolf forming down to Geneva or Zurich, probably, or possibly. I will, or possibly even going to Munich. Wolves. He has 2 guns. So he has... as of yet, I'm not sure if Seward has shown a horse. It's possible that Van Helsing picked up the 3rd one, and therefore he doesn't have one yet. Lair. Stuff the Saboteur there. I think we'll wolf form. It's interesting that he didn't use wax cylinders. He will certainly check Munich like right away when I wolf form. Geneva may be obvious, but I think I'm still going to do it. We'll now lay down I'll lay down a hoax, just kind of semi for the fun of it. I will say that I'm very poorly protected if he manages to find me. Fortunately, without a sense of emergency, which I know what 2 of his events are, unless he... Nope, didn't go there. I imagine he is scratching his head and such as to what on earth I'm doing. What are you up to? Up checking Munich. Not risking rolling a slow. Excellent. I'm eating away at their time, which is kind of the whole point of this stratagem. Oops. You can show me that again. Beautiful. So now we head down to Spain. We'll clear at least at least in the direction of Spain. Ooh, some bats. That'll make an excellent thing to put on a lair. It's time to get started, I think. Or rather, let's put one more thing to oh, okay, so I'll actually put that down next. I may have to mature cologne for that reason. At least quote-unquote mature. Surprising return. Presumably this will be... Will he actually ally that? Because perhaps I've just gotten bamboozled as to what I've been up to? Yep, I thought he would check that. Do you have the other sense of surprising return to use for that purpose as well? Apparently not. I honestly should have taken off the Paris layer. Perhaps I should now go to Zurich. Go where he has already checked. Yes, he noted that I removed the Marseille layer. So perhaps then I go to Nantes next. This is, okay. Yeah. I'll mature it because I like my hand. What did I put down in Paris? A rats? Well, we'll go with Nantes. Lay down the desecrated soil. We'll ambush with the hide card. 2. Okay, yeah, revealing his knife, taking a bit more damage. So now, he'll have some idea of how I managed to evade him like that. I was there, yes. Hmm. Uh, oops. And now hopefully Sword will check this one. Oops. So now both of them are just stuck in place. So, well, stuck with something that will make them unable to get onto me. I see. There. So I should be safe enough going here and facing off against Van Helsing. Most likely one-on-one, but Mina might get there too. I mean, Mina could also get there. She still has that char carriage, yes, so she can get there. But I think that I can defend myself against that those few. We'll go with a reckless vampire to help me scout out what they've got. Alright. Yeah, I need to avoid giving them any information. Chances are that he'll check. Oh, if he had gotten that late one turn sooner, like with a night supply last night. Yeah, I'll send him to where Van Helsing just was. And now he has the possibility I could be at Saragossa. Oh. Beautiful. And since I'm not there, yeah, he's going to be doing a psychic bond so that he can tell that I'm not at Barcelona, because there is still that option there. Yes, I am in Gallia. There. Take off Brussels. Oh, what did I put it on Brussels? What layer do I take off? Clear the Brussels layer since it's not really worth much. Place my my other soil. So I could move to Paris. I could move to Brussels. Which will he check first? Well, I am almost certainly going to have to go to sea soon. So, but I don't want to just yet. Hmm. Alternatively, I could feed. I could misdirect Nantes and go back. Though I don't... Is it just too greedy? I think we'll go with Brussels with with the second fog, I suppose. Then we can semi-distract him by placing down my first rumor token. Hopefully. And he will want to address Geneva. I hope that I personally just... I of course hope that matures, because because there are a lot... There's a good number of Dracovans in there. So... yeah, I just need to wait for Scotsword to get back now. Okay... Playing renewed vigor. Yes, this is why it was correct to place down the speedy telegraph as well. Eh? Yeah, supplying. Interesting. Bombing. Yep. I figured that, and considering that I know what you have, I know that basically I'm saying, nope, you're not fighting me today. And with Brussels being part of that large rail line, he can't... it'll be difficult for him to cut me off from reaching these other spots. So, the Lemming as a result got only one action. Early tomorrow, that will be the real sticky one. But since he spent the renewed vigor today, he might not be as ready, so to speak. I have a saboteur there. So, if they decide to, if one of them were to decide to horse onto Strasbourg, I can just, I can use my lair to delay them. Frankfurt has a hoax, and Leipzig has bats. So if they try to surround me, they will likely have to go to places I have placed with good delaying stuff. Yeah, you see, you don't need to use fog on the coast. It's definitely better that way, but it's definitely more powerful that way, but sometimes it's just for the best that you have it. Just in case. And Helsing, how far can he go? Yeah, going to Paris, that I don't have that option. And I'm guessing doing just a supply. Seward, horsing. Where? Figures. You aren't going to go do anything else, Seward. Yeah, so he's surrounding me so that I have as few options as possible. So what? Mina already supplied. So what else is she going to do? So Mina's going to horse. Where? Okay. Yeah, so I have three possible options as to where I can go. Unless I just sit and feed. But that is not exactly a good idea under the circumstances. You know what? We'll fight, take advantage of the fact that it's 1v1. Oh, ouch. Okay. Well, I could. Now I get full value out of feed. Is it right to feed it, stay in place, and do a day fight to try to finish him off? Because I just need one hit. That's... And that only does a few points of damage. But... with 8 HP... So, if I feed, then I at least have a chance to knock out Gulamin. And so, I'm going to be placing down a vampire, so if Gul'damin tries to come after me, he will die, most likely, as it is very ambitious to... Seward is a little bit weakened. Mia and Van Helsing are at full. So, how much can I get away with here? The thing is, we're about to enter week 3. So, I hate misdirecting a rumor token, but I have to give him as many options as possible. I need to, if possible, make this a 2v1. I think... So, let's see. What order will these things be checked? Seward will go first. So... Unless he has a second speed telegraph, Seward goes first. We can, from Cologne, there is the most stuff in the future. But... I think... So, where will Seward check? Probably... And Amsterdam may just be safest in general. Especially because Van Helsing doesn't have a horse, and therefore would need a sense of emergency to get into the fight. And he only has one event. So, and then Mina would need a successful horse roll to get in. I think that the one that has the best chances are... The one that has the best chance is Le Havre. Is making it an actual backtrack. Because Van Helsing, the one who would naturally check it, goes later than the others. Or we'll actually go with Cologne, because we will have Wolfhorn back next turn, and the hoax will mature if he doesn't address it. But if he does address it, that's one fewer person fighting me. So we'll go to Cologne and go with Reckless. Alright, here we go. Cologne is like within reach of Van Helsing, which is definitely one downside of this, but I suspect that Goldaming will simply so I'm definitely glad that there's no second renewed vigor or a second speed telegraph, although he seemed to have something. Let's just hope that there's let's just hope for a very good Drac event. Here. Since I have a Reckless, if Goldaming does walk onto me, chances are he will die. I think that the best thing for Goldaming to do is supply. Oh, okay, so you call my bluff. In that case... So I gotta make sure... I have to make sure to take him out. So he has a knife and a heavenly host. If I don't take him out, then I most likely have lost. I mean, honestly, even if I do take him out, things are not looking good, but... Ah. If I had done the strength... Lame combat hand. Lame combat hand. Well, at least that's his played. But now I have no encounter to stop the others from coming in. Yeah, now that I think of it, all of them were very risky. In point of fact, card carriage because you have 2 white ones at present. Or that's funny. Okay. So let's see what. Okay, Seward has a planned ambush. Good to know. So Seward has given me the impression that he has holy bullets. So yeah, as I see it, it's gonna be like guaranteed GG. My only chance was to take out Gul'daming, I think. So I have... So definitely not claws. Unless I just want to go out fighting. And that is... I know that Gul'daming can't defend himself from claws, so could that be the right thing to do? It removes a hunter from combat. Chances are it's GG anyway, so I might as well lower the IDS score. Is that the right thing to do? It's quite possible that he dodged for that reason, so we'll try to Fang a Heavenly Host, which chances are will come from Van Helsing. No? Interesting. Yeah, GG. You well played. GG well played. Almost certainly. Yeah, it's gonna be bullets, yes. Is it? Oh. Oh, I'm actually not dead quite yet. Okay, so Gul'daming already played his knife, so there's only one coming from him. But, so he'll dodge to deny me that. So, even if I were to Fang someone, they simply need to do triple punch with the rest. We'll claw Mina, because I know that her other item is a knife, and I'm pretty sure her other item is a knife. So this way we'll do an indirect kill of Gul'daming to at least get some points. Ah, he has great strength. Shame. Yep. So, unfortunately that means I'm going to have to... That Scotsword takes this with a full 15 IDS, which guarantees him the pick for the third round if I manage to come back and win in his hunters myself tomorrow. It's definitely not good for me. Good game. Full IDS. That means that as you get its pick no matter what. That means you get picked no matter what. Well, thank you all for watching, and we'll be playing our next game tomorrow. So, oh, see you next time.